Good evening to all of you. It's Ali Khan Wajid, Learn with Gemini, with very important video lecture regarding the words that have been used in early modern English. And the first word is thou. The details are here below on your slide. Thou is a second person singular pronoun in English language. It is now largely very old, having been replaced by you. It is meant to be the word thou has been replaced by the word you that is maximally used in modern English today. Thou is an old-fashioned poetic or religious word for you when you are talking just one person. It is meant to be that when you are going to talk about just with one person indication, then there we use the word thou. The example is also there on your slide. The fragments also include the passage, where art thou gone? And it is a poetic example on your slide. So here I would again summarize it, that thou is an old-fashioned poetic or religious word, and today we use the word you instead of thou in our prose. Dear audience, dear spectator, now it is the second slide. And in this slide, the origin of the word you is over there. The word you derives from Proto-Germanic demonstrative base jus or whiz, from Proto-Indo-European you, second person plural pronoun. Dear audience, dear spectator, it's your third slide on your screen, and the caption over there is yea. Ancient, apart from in some elevated in our ecclesiastical, prose, literary or British dialect, used nominatively as the plural of thou, especially in rhetorical, didactic or poetic context in addressing a group of persons or things. Now I do summarize. First of all, the details, background of the word J is over there, as the ancient people used this particular word, and all that was used towards a group of person or things. Dear audience, it's your fourth slide, and here are some details of the word J, as we have learned something about this particular word in the last slide. J is primitive, fashioned, poetic or religious word for you. It's worth mentioning that J has been used when you are talking to more than one person. Men of England, wherefore plough for the lords who lay ye low. Wherefore we with toil and care the rich robes your trains wear. It is an example of the word yea on your caption, and it has been mentioned in a poem as well. Dear audience, dear spectators, now it's the next slide, and the word in the caption is thee. Thee is a primitive used poetic or religious word for you. It's worth mentioning that thee has been used when you are talking to only one person. Once again, this is a certain thing to be noted, that when you are going to talk about with only one person, then we use this particular word thee, and this word is also used in your poems as well as in any religious activity. It is furthermore described as the object of a verb or a preposition. And now here below is the example of the word thee on the screen, and as it has been mentioned earlier, that thee is a word that is used in any poem or in religious activity. Hence, the same has been used in a poem. But how could I forget thee? We beseech thee, O Lord, we worship thee, we glorify thee. Dear audience, dear spectator, it is the most important slide on your screen, and the caption over there, and the word is thy. The determiner thy is the possessive adjective form of thou. It is a second person possessive adjective where thou is working as a subject, means you, and thy means yours. First of all, we need to differentiate the word thou. When working as a subject, then it is meant to be you, and there the word thy means to be yours. Thy always comes before a noun. So there are some certain specification in this particular word thy. Dear audience, dear spectator, as in the previous slide we have learned all the words that we have seen. All these are used in poetic and religious form. So the same word thy is now in the form of poetic statement. So here are the example of the word thy on your screen. I will be thy friend, let not the sun go down upon thy wrath. Every day of their life is a leaf in thy history. And now one more is over there, example, thy pink lips. Some days ago I saw thieves kiss thy pink lips for fee. In front of my eyes thou set that high price for me. When I am on the altar now, how gloomy all that is. Dear audience, dear spectator, it is your next slide, and the word is over there is thine. Thine is an old-fashioned religious or poetic word for yours. When you are talking to only one person, it is meant to be that when you are just talking to one person, there you use the word thine. And especially like before in the previous slide, this word is also used in poetic or religious form. What kind of word is thine? It is the possessive case of thou used as a predicate adjective after a noun or without a noun. The possessive case of thou used as an attribute adjective before a noun beginning with a vowel or vowel sound. Dear audience, dear spectators, now I do summarize this slide. First of all, the word thine is meant to be yours, and like before, this word is also used in poetic or religious form. And furthermore, when you are talking to only one person, this word thine we used. And then below is the detail of that word thine, that it is a possessive case of thou used as a predicate adjective, and it is used after a noun or without a noun. And the next specification over there, that this possessive case of thou used as an attribute adjective, and further details are over there, that it is used before a noun beginning with a vowel or even without with vowel sound as well. Dear audience, dear spectator, in the earlier slide we have learned the word Proto-Germanic. So here I found it essential to share my knowledge about Proto-Germanic. What is meant by proto? An early word like utterness produced by an infant before it has acquired true language. It is meant to be that before the development of the language, the word that has been used in that stage is meant to be proto, is also meant to be prior. It is meant to be that any word that had yet to develop full language capability, a word from a proto-language. And then what is Proto-Germanic language? The prehistoric unrecorded language that was the ancestor of all Germanic languages is meant to be Proto-Germanic language. Why is it called Germanic? It is not based on the language German, but the other way around. Back when German as a modern language did not yet exist, ancient Romans called a particular group of languages Germanic, or its speakers Germans. Dear fellows, dear onlookers, now I am going to share my knowledge about the difference of two words thou and you. First of all, the word thou is on your slide. It was used for the singular, whereas the word you was preferably used for the plural. It's worth mentioning that you donated to formality, detachment and respect, whereas the word thou was informal and intimate. Dear audience, dear onlookers, dear fellows, it is the last slide of this very important video lecture regarding the earlier modern English language words that are mostly used in poetic and religious form. So the caption over there is Proto-Indo-European language. What is it meant to be? And with the start of this particular Proto-Indo-European language, what languages are being spoken from having the root words from this certain caption Proto-Indo-European language. Dear guys, dear fellows, now I share my knowledge about that certain slide caption over there. It was a language likely spoken about 4500 years ago and before in what is now southern Russia and Ukraine, because its speakers left no written records. It is a reconstructed language. The existing Indo-European languages such as English, Spanish or Hindi descend from this language. It is meant to be that certain Proto-Indo-European language from where Spanish, English or Hindi, all these languages learned all the words from that certain Proto-Indo-European language. Dear guys, dear fellows, hope so this video lecture what I have shared my knowledge with you guys will certainly get some sort of good knowledge for you learned people. I will be really happy and grateful if you give your very precious feedback after watching or listening this video lecture. So thanks to you all. Take care and Allah Hafiz.